Good morning, everybody. I'm I'm gonna try to keep it cute because I don't got sick overnight. My sister was sick, and then my nephew got sick, and now I'm sick. So I don't know what the fuck is in the air, but they need to cut it the fuck out. Yeah, I have not been sick, but the longest for over a month now. I have not been sick. This is my first time getting sick in a while. But I saw the little beef, Mama Sakura and them. I saw the beef between Mama Sakura and them. I did a little live stream, but I'm not gonna dwell on it too long because I do want to move on from that. Move on from that. So I'm not gonna speak on it too much. But I am gonna say this though. If the beef was about the birthday present, a Christmas present, and the popcorn situation, you should have just got left at that. left at that. Cause I seen Anti's live stream, I seen Dad's live stream. They both reacted to the situation, and I seen a little bit of Mama So Cool live stream. But like I said, if the beef was about the popcorn and the Christmas present or the birthday present, it should just got left at that. It should not even hit the motherfucking fan like that. Okay, I feel like a lot of shit that was said on live was uncalled for because at the end of the day, if they knew about a lot of the shit, then that shouldn't be speak. They really shouldn't be speaking on it the whole time. Cause a lot of shit that went down, some of them knew. You know, some of them knew about a lot of the lies. The lies was being coached basically. The lies was being coached basically to get underneath somebody else's skin. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this. You know, when it comes to getting underneath somebody else's skin, it shouldn't have to be a lie to happen like that. You know, you shouldn't have to lie to get underneath somebody else's skin. So it just it was a lot of unnecessary shit that was said that shouldn't be said. We all grown at the end of the day. You know, we do need to try to set better examples for the younger viewers that's watching. To mind you, some Mama Cool viewers were CJ Cool viewers, and they seen how he was acting out, and they didn't like it, so they went to Mama Cool channel, Mama Cool channel, to see what she was talking about. But you know, I'm trying to see what should I watch on Netflix. I was supposed to go somewhere, but I might not get sick last minute. And also, I want to say this though: if a person came to you about something that was bothering them, and they wanted to tell the other person on how they feel about it, that person should have just allowed the other person to tell the third party on how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, if I went and told somebody that it was a situation going on and I wanted to tell a person how I feel and stuff like that, and I come to them for advice, I feel like that's something, I'm coming to you for advice, like what you think I should do. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody to go and spread that, and they went and told another person's story to a third party, I feel like that was very petty and messy. But, I feel like that was very petty and messy. I feel like that was very childish. Because that was not nobody business to hear except for the two people that talked about the situation. Or whatever. But it just like it's been a minute because I have not talked to nobody on Mama Saku's side for a longest time. For a longest time. And for it to get brought to my attention that somebody was a friends with a person on our side, like, okay, cool. Y'all not friends. Y'all should have just left it at that. But to sit up there and get alive and then have everybody bash on one person after y'all just ride the wave with that one person, I feel like that was just overly doing it, overly doing it and doing the most. And then somebody would get up here and say, oh, that person was going on live streams. One thing I don't like about the situation is that you have a one particular person that never shows their face, have not shown their face, but you got another person who can sit up there and tell a lie on that person and say, oh, they was going hopping from panel to panel talking shit. If that was the case, I should, you know, if that was me, if there was some shit that was happening on my channel and somebody was going around saying, oh, that person is going on channel to channel, you know what I'm saying? I would have said, okay, show me a receipt. Show me a timestamp. I would have checked that shit. I would have did that shit right then and there. I'm not gonna egg it on. I'm not gonna, and you know what I'm saying, really announce it like that. But if you saying that, oh, it's a person that going on channel to channel or panel to panel talking shit about somebody, but you ain't got no receipt to prove it, that you more in the wrong than the other person because like you started that whole lie, and now it's like you can't prove it. You can't prove it. You can't prove that that person be on this panel or that panel because when you go live, the and you post a replay, the replay will show who all be on the panel. It was a lot of stuff that was said that I'm not gonna speak on. But y'all need to be careful on how y'all come up with y'all lies. Y'all don't have my sister. My little nephew over there acting difficult right now. Um, he want juice and he can't have no juice right now because he's sick. But still, like again, like the whole situation to me is just petty. And it's just petty. It's mad childish. There was no examples being set. You know, there was no example being set at all. And rather, the rumor that went around about Jink's channel being deleted because CJ was jealous of him, I don't know. I just don't know about that because who would sit up here and actually delete their own brother channel? And Jink's channel is still up. No, actually, I think that's a new channel. I do remember one day he said that I was on his TikTok live stream one day, and he did said that his channel got deleted. But to sit up there and come up with, you know, I'm not gonna say I believe it, but I'm not gonna say like who said it exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to mention no names, but I'm just saying that that's a hard ass accusation right there because I never heard of anybody really making somebody or forcing somebody deleting their channel to make somebody else feel bigger than what they is now. You know what I'm saying? And we all do have our rights to have first, second, and third opinions about it, thoughts about it. You know, I'm just saying but I did speak to both women about the situation to get both sides of the story because I'm not the type of person that would be like just one sided, like everybody else was one sided. Um, when something pop off like that, I like to give both sides of the story. When I called around and asked questions and stuff, one side mentioned the popcorn incident, the Christmas present slash birthday present incident, but the other side did not mention the popcorn incident. So either they did or I might have forgot that they didn't they mention it. But the way they told the stories to me, the stories didn't really match up in my opinion. 'Cause it was like two different narratives going on. Um, I did see review that with this stream, you know, her video she posted, and it said that CJ went through all that with his brothers and sisters and siblings, because I went to foster care for a little bit, you know, as well. Um, when I was younger, it was me and my two brothers that went into foster care, and my brothers they was raised by my aunt's sister, and I was raised by my aunt. You know, that's tough. But we still stayed in contact. You know, we cool. We still stayed in contact. We had our ups and downs, but we not beefing with each other. You know, we're not online gossiping about each other, pillow talking to our girlfriends or boyfriends about each other. We're not dragging each other in a negative light. You know, and if we were like, that's a brother and sister beef. You know, brother and sister's gonna fight. They gotta fight. But They little situation, my little situation. Like I said, I'm not gonna speak on that because that shit could turn deep real quick, and I'm not trying to have. I'm not trying to have a whole therapy that shit right now. But as far as the characters being created, like I said before, I was not in that group chat when it happened. I didn't know nothing about it until it got brought to my attention months and months later. So yeah, I feel like the last stream on Mama So Cool channel, I feel like that shit should have just stayed off. That was ridiculous. That should not even have hit the air. That shit should not even hit the air. I just feel like certain things shouldn't hit the air if it's like petty shit. You know, if it's petty, if it's like not strong enough for it to really start a whole gossip about it, okay, cool. You know, but if again, like if two friends fall and they no longer friends, okay, cool. But that has nothing to do with me because I haven't talked to nobody in a while. Um, just future reference, y'all. Try to give it some time for whatever situation y'all in die down before it hit the internet because then like you gotta have people try to eat off y'all, try to pay their bills off y'all, try to talk it out as much as you can. Um Offline. Try to talk as much as you can offline. Because once it get to the internet, everybody's gonna have their own little thoughts and opinions on the situation, and everybody gonna have their own little narrative of what they think actually happened when the whole time we all know that ain't really happened. Um, yeah, excuse the noise in the back, y'all. There's construction going on. Construction going on. My sister yelling at my nephew. He being difficult. Like it's a lot going on over here. That's why I don't like going live like that. It's always something going on over here. But my nephew he likes to play around with his food. So he'll ask for something, but like he like to play around with it, and he'll eat a little bit of it, then be done with it. So that shit is like mad annoying. Um, but I just feel like this whole fiasco that happened, I just feel like it should never came to the internet. I feel like there's something that could have got worked out offline. That is, it's something that could have got worked off offline. But unfortunately, it came to the internet. Now everybody got their own little spin on it. This damn construction been getting on my damn nerve. It get on my damn nerves. It does not take that long to build a damn back porch. They over here working on the back porches, and I'm like, why does it take that long to build a back porch? They reconstructing the back porch, you know. But it just waking up to construction noises. It's not it. I took some rubber tussin. That shit didn't really help much. Like honestly, who can sleep with all that construction going on? I can't sleep with all that construction going on. That shit it be irritating me. I be wanting to go outside and tell him, "Hey, can you shut the fuck up, please? Like, can you come back in a later day?" You know what I'm saying? Can y'all shut the fuck up? You know what time it is? I be wanting to go out there and tell him that it's so damn bad. God damn, what the fuck you so rough for a goddamn neck? Yeah, one lash on, chew gum. You know, damn near WWE the goddamn neck and shit. And then you want to chew the gum mad loud and look at the camera as you braided the client hair. Like that shit is bad annoying. I would have got up and left. It was here that would slap the shit out of her. But nah, let me go ahead and get up and leave. I don't got time for all that. And then you thinking, I ain't a girl phone. Back up. Don't be over here leaning, looking in my phone when you doing my hair, bro. Okay, the style came out cute. But y'all, I told TikTok, but I ain't tell y'all. Y'all, it's almost time for me Just start my nursing class. I don't start my nursing classes until April, hopefully, because this is a big step for me. But I heard that the Mexican drug cartel, they are going around bombing airports, public transportation, and gas stations. Y'all, if y'all over here living in Mexican neighborhoods and going to Mexican countries and shit, y'all be careful out there. Okay? Like that is. Y'all be careful going to these Mexican countries because word on the street is the leader, the main, I think, what was it, the main leader? The main leader of the drug cartel has been captured and he was offed by the FBI agents or whatever. Now he had faced a murder charge. I think they had gave him a death sentence. So when they offed him, you know, word got out, and the Mexican drug cartel is mad. Like they mad as fuck. They're going around blowing up airports. Um, this not allegedly. It's videos going around with people inside the airport screaming for their life. Gas stations getting blown up. That's not allegedly. There's a video on that too as well. Like they just horrified. Like they God damn my throat. They horrified. They mad. They upset. But at the same damn time, yeah, stay clear from them people. Just stay clear from them. Luckily, I don't live nowhere close. I believe I don't live nowhere close to the Mexican neighborhoods. Just for that reason alone. But I still keep a high alert on certain things. Cause when I say these people are not playing, like you just killed their main leader. Like they're not playing. They're not playing at all. So they they are out for revenge. That's what that is. These people are out for revenge for because of the United States that killed their leader. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I'm feeling sleepy. I have not slept all night. By the time I lay my head down to go to sleep, that's when I start coughing. Like I've been coughing all night long. I took allergy medicine that really helped. I took Robitussin that really helped. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna just thug it out. I'm just straight thug it out because this here, is I can't do this. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I just want to come up here and speak on that real quick. Y'all be safe. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and be careful who y'all talking to online and offline. Online, offline. Be careful who you tell your business to, who you decide to gossip to, um, and be careful who you over there trusting. Just because y'all grew up with each other, just because you know each other for 10, 15 years, that don't mean that that person can be trustworthy. Low key, like no shade. You still gotta watch out for that person too, cause you'll never know what that person's true intent is. So just be careful. You protect your spirit, protect your feelings. Don't let nobody tell you that your feelings is not valid. And with that being said, I catch y'all on the next live stream.